Hi everyone, welcome back to Maximum Attack Rallying. As promised, your second video of the week. If you haven't watched the first video from the Jeddah round, looks like I'm in an empty car park, doesn't it? But I'm not, I promise you. I just went a little bit further away, so it was a bit quieter. So if you haven't watched the first video, which was put out Thursday this week, which was the drifting. So that was the drifting element of the Saudi Toyota Championship. Today, it's Saturday, but you'll be watching this a week behind, just so I have time to review and edit. This is the time attack element. You can just see some cars behind me. If you're in the UK, I would say that this is similar to sprinting. So it's a short course, just against the clock, one at a time. Here it's called time attack. Time attack to me is doing time laps around a circuit in the kind of traditional sense of the time attack series. But yeah, so time attack here, it's kind of sprinting. So we'll have a look around, we'll have a look at some cars in the paddock, and we'll get some action on the track, which is ahead of me. And yeah, you'll just get another little taste. As I said in the last video, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a taste of motorsport in Saudi Arabia, which is very much in its infancy. Obviously there's big events here in terms of Formula 1 and Dakar and things, but in terms of grassroots motorsport, it's very, very new, really. That is not a road car. That's a little bike-powered buggy thing. They seem quite popular for time attack here, so there's a couple of them, I think. So yeah, so we will start by going to the paddock, I think, and then, as we did before, we'll get on to the track action itself. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it.
الدخول على البي ام دبليو ميني كوبر على خط الانطلاق حتى الان. افضل ازرار الاحمر باعتبار وصول 4 سائق. أن سيارة عادت إلى وضعها الطبيعي بعد المشاهد التي حصلت في بطولة الأوتو كروس البكري للقطع الغيار أيضا موجودة في هذه الشعارات المزينة. أن هذه السيارة رقم 56 كأحد الرعاة لهؤلاء الأبطال. من التوفيق لأحمد. سيارة أخرى بورش برقمها الجميل أيضا سيارة رائعة، سيارة جميلة تملك العديد.
So we're going to wrap it up there. I was hoping to show you around some of the cars in the paddock, but for some reason I'm not allowed in the paddock today. So tickets for this event were free, so you just had to go online and register. But for some reason yesterday, so you come in, so as you can see I'm in a big empty space. So behind me over there, look, is grandstands, so you can get into this area, and then you've got the Toyota stand. It's very quiet tonight. This isn't nearly as popular as the drifting event, and it's a work day tomorrow here. So so you can come into this area, but the paddock, which is all the way over there, is in a separate area. And turns out today, for some reason, you have to be a VIP to go into the paddock, whereas yesterday I just walked in, showed them the ticket, and they let me through. So so I can't show you the cars. We did obviously look at some of the cars in the last video, but it is what it is. I think this is one of the challenges with motorsport here. It's very new, and in some respects they're still learning, and that means that some things are not always as well organised as they could be. One thing that makes me chuckle is if I just turn around, you can't see ever so well, but there is a fence right here, and behind that fence is the track, and they actually have security people patrolling the fence because you're not allowed to stand next to the fence because it's too close to the track. And that always makes me chuckle, because if they just put some barriers, 10 feet away from the fence, people could stand against them, but as it stands they have to pay a security guard to walk around and tell people to move. But again, that's just one of the things, isn't it? Motorsport here, club level motorsport, is quite new, so they're still learning. Yeah, so obviously by now you'll have seen the footage and you can see there was a good mix of cars. So I think that is one thing that is quite similar. While I was watching, it made me think of the campaign in the UK right now called Streetcar, which is about using your road car to compete in grassroots motorsport, and this is very much like that, I suppose. You've got the fancy Evos and the kind of purpose-built time attack sprint type cars, but then as well as that you've got just people competing in regular road cars, and there's even a few people competing in Camrys and Accords and really basic stuff. So from that perspective it's good. I think the big thing here right now is it's all well and good having your Formula One and Dakar and those big motorsport events, but if you want to grow motorsport here as a pastime, you have to have the accessible stuff. So it's nice that they're doing events where you can just enter in a completely standard road car. Hopefully that will grow, because right now this Saudi Toyota Championship, they only have a handful of rounds each year. And the problem is with Saudi being such a massive country, so I'm in Jeddah on the west coast. Riyadh, which is the capital, is like 9, 10, 12 hours away by car. So, if you have a national championship of any discipline, to compete in that requires a huge amount of driving and travel. I apologise if it gets a bit loud. There is a radical going round. So I think national championships here are a big challenge due to geography, which I guess is the same as somewhere like the US, isn't it? So I think one thing they definitely need to work on here is having like regional championships. So right now, this Toyota championship only comes to this city once a year, and I think it would be great if they could have, you know, so Jeddah is in the same region as Mecca, and so if you could have like a Mecca Jeddah region championship, that would probably be a good solution. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there. I just wanted to give you a taster. I'm sorry we couldn't look around the cars. That was out of my control, unfortunately, this time. But obviously you did get to see some of them yesterday when we were looking at the drift cars. So yeah, I'll say we'll wrap this one up here. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed this double header little look into the world of Saudi Motorsport, and I will catch you in the next video. As always, like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that business. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's X now, sorry, X, and Threads, and even TikTok. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.